Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Proper Cup of Joe. I am Joe.
How about that? There he is. He's on fire. You're just like, okay, you're gonna put the pedal down, and Adam can catch up. No easing in.
Don't need Adam for this. Come on,
We've that's been proven time and again. We know that.
We meet every Thursday morning, 7:30. And Adam has snakes and I don't. I got a lot of questions. That's what we talk about. Sometimes that's what we talk about.
Kids, all your hopes and dreams can come true if me and Joe can do this. Like this is the bar that you have to that you can aim for. Anything's possible in the world of the internet, man.
Yes. You better believe that. You better believe it. So what's going on, man?
Staying busy. I went to Sioux Falls, South Dakota this past week. Lovely little town on the frontier out there.
You've been there in the frontier. You've been there.
I don't know what's on the other side of it. Like if I were into the flat Earth, yeah, I know. But if I were into the flat Earth theory, man, like it'd be right over there. Would be the edge.
How did it go? Sioux Falls. You've been there before, though, right?
Only once. So actually, all joking aside, it's a cool town. It's a cool story. It's a bigger city than I realized. There's 300,000 people there. There's a lot of a lot of cowboys there. So, but yeah, I went in the spring, and it's actually a good story of like doing something well. Not me, the show promoter, doing something well and it growing and building. So the spring was the very first show that they'd ever had in Sioux Falls. And like I say, big marketplace that was kind of starved for a show. And they did it right. They crushed it. They got the arena, the PBR, the Pro Bull Riding Rodeo.
Oh, right. I remember this. Yeah, when you went there the first time. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it turns out that they I guess they do rodeos pretty often there. But I wish I had a picture, Joe. The load out, so it's in this like arena, and it's a really like classic loading dock. Like it's made for like semi-trailer like tour buses to pull up to.
Okay.
Which is cool and feels really pro. Hey, look at old Keith kicking us off. All right. Thank you, man.
Hey, man.
But what it's not built for is 100 snake vendors in vans, pickup trucks, U-Haul trailers, all like angling at a time. Because there's literally like one dock that we're able to pull into.
Oh, okay.
So that got pretty chaotic. And then at the end, what I didn't realize that kept us undercover really nice was in like the arena part. They were having another rodeo. And that rodeo wrapped up at the same time ours wrapped up. So now add in a bunch of legitimate cowboys, horse trailers, actual horses. And like, I was like, what is going on? Like, this isn't quite rock and roll, but it's pretty weird. Like, this is like the animal world of Spinal Tap. I'm like, what? And they're like in their full rodeo garb, and some of us are like, I wear my chef coat. I'm sure they're wondering, why does this guy have snakes and a chef coat on? So like, it was just probably a pretty funny scene. Wally, it's a great show. They do a really, really nice job there. So anyway, it went so well the first time that they added the second one, and they expanded. They doubled the space, and it was good. Vendors probably could get a little ego to them about like, where's my spot? I deserve to be somewhere. At the end of the day, there's too many egos, and you just gotta sell what you got, and you got to rely on relationships and brand power and advertising and all of that. So it was a good show, though. I was very pleased with it all.
And how did you do? I feel like we haven't talked about this in a while. Like, I think when we first started doing this show, you were like, okay, this show I made this amount of money. This show I did this. This show I did that. Did you sell any snakes?
I sold 9 snakes, which is good.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was a good show.
That's a high number. Yeah. Like usually that's a high number for you, right?
It's a solid number. It has become a solid number. It used to be a high number. It's become a solid number. I would like to do like this weekend in Minneapolis home show. I'm hoping 12 to 15. I mean,
Oh,
yeah, and that'd be a really nice weekend.
okay.
So the home show is nice because it's like the local market, but that's the same market that I also sell to every day. So is it saturated? Do people already know what I have in my home market? So it's going to be a little tougher in that one day, but big picture wise, it's great. You know, sometimes it's the old thing, like you're more famous when you go somewhere. Like in Jacksonville,
yeah.
when I worked for the PGA Tour in Jacksonville, like I would do like speaking things or whatever, or like college classes, business courses as a guest lecturer. And nobody showed up. But if I go to Raleigh, food and beverage director, TPC Sawgrass, man, the room was packed. I got paid a good appearance fee, all that. So like, you gotta go somewhere and be somebody.
Exactly. Know? Yes. Yeah, that makes complete sense.
Yeah. So it was
somebody who lives 50 miles away.
Exactly. Yeah. All the way from
yeah.
So
that's great. That sounds like a good show. It sounds like you had a good. Was it? And it's a nice little town too, right?
Yeah,
300,000 people. How many people are in Minneapolis?
The metro area, 2 to 3 million.
Oh, 2 to 3 million. Okay,
yeah.
So this is a small town, but it's hopping. It's 300,000. That's good.
Yeah, that's I tend to find that like 250,000 and up, if they don't have a whole lot of shows, I do pretty well at it. Now, if you get multiple shows in that market, it's gonna thin out real fast.
Yeah. And then we did that one time too. We were looking at some demographics
and metrics,
and metrics and stuff like that. Are you still working that kind of thing, figuring that stuff out all the time, or what?
Oh, definitely, especially if there's a new show. And at the end of the year, I'll look at my revenues per show and then try and relate it to some of that, of what's successful and what's not, and kind of make it a process. I will say I've updated my thinking on that just a little bit, particularly in a local market. So there's a show in a place called La Crosse, Wisconsin, and Wally actually vends that show as well, I believe. I really don't do that well at that show. But what I found this year, because I didn't do that this year, I backed out. I said, okay, if the numbers aren't there, I'm not going to do it. What I did find is that's a close enough of a regional market that I was I was losing business that I didn't sort of equate with the show. People that had seen me there and then wanted a snake in 2 months had been calling me.
Oh, okay.
And those sorts of leads were drying up. So sometimes, and actually more often than not, and maybe we even talk about this today a little bit, it's not what happens in the show. It's sort of being present and being front of mind when the time comes that they do want a snake, or planting those seeds. The seeds don't always grow in the show.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It's growing. Yeah, it's growing the relationships. It's growing the community. It's growing the proper Royals community.
Ideally,
people getting to know you. Yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
So is that your one thing for this week? Is how this show went?
Yeah, I think so. I cooked up something else just a second ago, and actually now I can't remember it. So clearly, very, very thorough show prep at 6:30 Central Time.
Well, I've got something, and I want to just pool the chat here for a few minutes because I'm kind of at a loss, and I don't really know what to do.
This is
and it's a little off topic, but
I wish we had one thing. I wish I had some therapy music ready to go. You could like slide into the therapy chair.
It's not that.
Joe, let us help you. The community.
It's not therapy. It's just I'm out of ideas. I don't know. So I'm looking for ideas for something.
People got opinions, man. Let's go.
So and that's what the one thing is when we start. It's not necessarily about the business of breeding snakes or snakes themselves. It's about this other thing that's happening. But so I'm mid 40s. Let's say that. Okay, I'm mid 40s, and I've been invited to a costume party for Halloween.
Okay. And
Okay.
I do remember my one thing. Yeah, go ahead. All right. What
Okay.
now is this like when you say costume party, is that like a cloaked coded word? Do you think there's something else going on there? Or
No,
there's
no,
just
it's
good
a
costumes,
Halloween party,
just
and
a
you just yeah,
wholesome
it's
Halloween costume party. Okay. All right. Just
right,
want to be
right.
sure. Go ahead.
But I haven't really. I mean, the most that I've done for Halloween in this decade is put horns on my head. Like that's basically. So I haven't really dressed it well. I've done. I got a David S. Pumpkins suit once. I don't know if you know what that is. It's
I'm
from
not even
Saturday Night
familiar.
Live. Blah blah blah.
Okay.
So, but I'm going with Chelsea, and I'm looking for ideas for a couple to go that would be clever and fun and kind of neat. And I don't have any ideas. I look online and I'm like, yeah, but this has been done. So I don't really know. So I'm wondering, are there ideas out there that I can ask, and not like I can't, it's got to fit me too. Like I can't really do like I can't, I'm a big dude. Like I can't go and
Look, Vinny is solving many layers of the problem right here. This is not bad. Okay, we're getting some help out of the gate here. Joe, you said one thing that concerns me. I think you might need to
What?
reset your perspective just a little bit.
What's this?
You said, yeah, but this has been done. You think in the history of Earth's ideas and the universe's ideas, you're putting the pressure on yourself to come up with something that's never been
I want to
done?
be do something that's clever that people. I mean, everybody's gonna like. Okay, you get invited as a couple. Everybody's going online and looking at the top pictures and saying, "Okay, what is everybody doing here?" I want to come up with something that's kind of it's kind of novel. It's not so. And I'm willing to shave my beard. I'm willing to even shave my head. I don't care. I'll do whatever. I want it to be a good costume and have fun with it. But I want it to be something novel. So I don't know. I'm just thinking.
Well,
Jeez.
believe it or not, Joe, I got a little insight into this. Okay.
Oh, really?
I
Okay.
do. I
Okay.
do. Lately, I've discovered a website. I don't know if you're familiar or not, and it's gonna open a whole new world of doors for you.
Okay. Let me get my pad.
Yeah,
Here. Okay. Ready? I'm ready. I'm going to write it down.
it's a website called Temu. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right.
Yes.
TEMU.
Everybody knows about Timu. Come on.
Do they though? Because look, man, they got everything.
It's like you've discovered a new website called Timu. It's been
Yeah.
around for like 5 years.
Well, I don't think you're using it then. See, check this out. Look at this. You could be Thor for $38. Look at this. I don't even know.
It's all right.
I don't even know what mercenary bracers are, but for $38 landed, you can have it, man. Like you can't. That's not bad, man. Look at this. There's even a little video. Look at you, Joe. Oh man. And then
That looks pretty badass.
Chelsea could be like a wolf chick, and you guys could be this medieval Thor kind of deal, man. And,
A wolf chick, huh? A wolf.
yeah, like the hot, like fierce, like warrior girls, and they got the wolf head helmet thing.
Okay.
The pelt. The wolf chick.
Okay. All right. I'll take it.
Go.
I'll take it. Last year I got a 10-foot blow up gorilla costume from Timu. Okay. Interesting. Yes, Timu.
So
Save big money.
Yeah, well, you're trying to, but it's also look at all the levels of that. That is a leveled up costume for a pretty good price right there.
I will say, look at this. One of the top choices for Chelsea and me is Morticia and Gomez. Yes, we've knocked that around a little bit, definitely.
All right.
So we've done that, but I got to check out Timu, I guess. Now I have a problem with Temu because every time I go on there, I got to sign in and I got to remember my password, and it just was. I was actually on Temu this morning.
Your computer doesn't do that for you?
I don't. I look at it on my phone. It knocks me off my phone. I look at it every 6 months. And so it's like I don't know. I got to sign in or something. I don't know. I don't like it.
Okay. All right.
Third Temu clothes will fall apart in 3 seconds or 10 sizes too small. Okay, that's good. So I got to get I got to find a costume that's like 5XL then.
Well, I will say part of that. Now, I can't cure the quality. Of course, sometimes you're going to get what you pay for. I got to say that. But if it's a one night, like you're not going to become this isn't a lifestyle change.
Right.
It's a one night costume, right? So you, this is now, Joe. This is primo here.
Pretty good. That's pretty good.
Have Chelsea just take your ball over and over and then just melt down all night. Oh, fantastic, Wally!
Hey,
coming
that's really
through.
good.
That and the Philadelphia boy too, man.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So, am I going to be the Philadelphia Karen?
No, you'll be the boy, and Chelsea could be the Karen. Yeah, you're going to get your ball taken away.
Okay. All right.
Every now and again, you just got to roll the ball, go chase it, and then she is going to come rip it away from your hands.
That's interesting. That's a good one. I got to write that one down. Okay. So what do we got here? So first of all, Temu. I got Gomez. I got Philadelphia Karen. That's pretty funny. That's pretty good. Pretty good. I got to look at like pop culture stuff like that. That's pretty good. Recent pop culture stuff.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Somebody else said plug and outlet. Okay. Gorilla. All right. Okay. All right. Let's have a running throughout this whole thing.
Yeah.
Throughout this whole thing. Let's just, if you come up with some ideas, check them my way. And then what I'll do is I'll take some pictures and I'll share them with you on this show from early in the night.
Okay. Yeah, we do want to see pictures of this as well. You could be the dude in Maude from The Big Lebowski. You could pull off a dude.
The dude. I could pull off the dude.
Yeah, and Chelsea could be Maude.
Maude. Okay. Yes.
Maude
I could pull off the dude. But what about his friend? I could probably do his friend better.
Oh, Donnie or Walter?
Donnie.
Yeah.
Walter.
You'd be a great Walter. Yeah, man.
Walter.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
And then Chelsea can be the dude.
She could be the dude. That's right.
Yeah.
White Russians all night. Nothing like method acting.
All right.
Yeah.
Dude, Walter. I like that.
What about the CEO at the Coldplay concert? You could have a little banner that Chelsea just ducks behind at random times of the night.
All right, I'm taking notes here. Coldplay
on the kiss cam
concert. Okay, good. Anything else? Okay, let's go. Let's keep this rolling throughout this hour. These are the best ideas that I've gotten so far.
All right.
Even asked my class last night, and I said, something that fits me, that fits my persona, my personality, and my body. I was like, I can't go as like a pop culture figure, like who's ultra thin. Like I said, I can't go as Machine Gun Kelly and stuff like that. So I'm not going to pull that off. So they said, why don't you go as Shrek?
That's not nice. That's not nice. We can't do that. I did.
It was funny.
It's a little bit related. I did think
and then I cried about it later that
Well, yeah, see now, but then it became like manipulative. You were like, in code, you were like, say something about my biggest. Never mind. I'm not taking. I'm not letting you pull this off on me now. I see this. So I signed up for. I got to say, like, people are often like, why don't you have a band? Are you in a band? I can't stand band dynamics. It's really, really hard to keep 4 or 5 people on the same page, creatively, schedule wise, money wise, beer wise. It's all a nightmare. Where are you gonna fit them? How do you get them there? I don't.
You have had multiple partners in the past who you have played with, and to varying degrees of success. Some have been very good and reliable, and some just not.
That's
Just
correct.
not at all. Not
at all. And I actually I think I stayed at your house with some of these cast of characters, and like I had a fiddle player, like it was a duo. There was only 2 of us, and the guy
couldn't get it together.
Yeah, he couldn't be relied upon. And anyway, so I generally just like playing solo or duo at the most. A couple times I'll do a trio if we really got something clicking. But I was asked to play the guitar parts for a full Rocky Horror Picture Show review, one-off show. And I think that there's like 7 or 8 people doing this thing. Snake X, it is like herding cats. And people have this vision that like a band is supposed to be this like all for one for all. We're the Musketeers. We're chasing this vision and this cause. You got to have one heavy-handed person that makes the decisions and that everybody else understands that's just how it goes. And I don't know that this lineup has that. And I don't want it to be me. I don't want to be that guy. I just want to be the one who shows up, plays the guitar parts, does a little background singing, has a little fun, and, rips it on the time warp. So rehearsals start a week from today. The show is 4 weeks from today. And I think there's 17 songs on the soundtrack. So I'm going to be working hard. But what I think people would find more interesting than me rambling on about band dynamics, it's on stage in a live show. I got to figure, like, what am I going to wear for the Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Yeah. Okay, all right. Yeah, you gotta play into it. You gotta get into it.
Yeah. And I'm not.
It's both. So both of our one things are costume related.
It was funny. Yeah. As soon as you said it, I was like, oh yeah, that's what I remember that. So I'm hoping I can get away with a little more like Bowie-esque than Men in Lingerie. There's a small spectrum there, but I'd prefer to be at one end than the other.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the aesthetic of that movie. It's like it's Men in Lingerie, but it's also like steampunkish.
Yeah, it's all like kind of spacey, outer space kind of thing. So I think I'd get away with it. I think I could just be kind of weird. Sorry, the old histamines are kicking this morning. Wally, it's going to be in Northfield, Minnesota at the Grand. It's an old opera house. I don't know how far away. That's a long way. But there'll definitely be some videos and whatnot. But October 30th here in Northfield is where it'll be.
One character who wears like a T-shirt and a vest, I think, like a T-shirt, like a white T-shirt and like a 3-piece suit vest. He's got like balding. What's it? I've only seen it maybe once.
I forget he's like the narrator. He's like the host trying to get down to the details of what's going on here. So here's the challenge though. The actual characters are being voiced by specific people in this review. So I can't be an actual character or a main character
in the background.
I got to be kind of part of the gang, the party gang,
Well, we've already seen you as Bill the Butcher, right?
Oh, that was good, right? That was a pretty solid costume.
Was really, really good. Really good. So, and even, I feel like that would kind of fit as well, like a little top hat or something like that.
Yeah, I was thinking big glasses, top hat, maybe I don't know. I probably got to shave, do some makeup or something. Just have some fun with it,
And pictures, of course.
probably at the stage of my life where I need to keep my shirt on, and then have a good time playing some rock and roll. And what's funny is like people give me like so many of my friends have been like Rocky Horror Picture Show. Why are you doing that? I'm like, it's all like Stones and T-Rex 70s glam rock riffs, man. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's a fun showcase, and it's not like we've committed to not having to play it like second to second, like perfect. Like if we like the whole soundtrack's only like an hour long, and it needs to be about a 2-hour show. So there's some radio fill or like radio show type fills where they'll do some dialogue, but also if we turn things into a little more of a jam or a party or featured solos and stuff. There's going to be a little bit of vaudeville to this as well. So
that sounds amazing. Now, is it going to be? Now, is the movie actually going to roll at some point, or no?
It'll just be us putting on the show.
Okay, all right, got you.
Yeah,
that's really fun, man.
I think it'll be fun. Yeah, go ahead.
Is it a paying show?
I doubt it. And back to the original band dynamics. If it is paying, how do you split $100 among 7 people and a round of beers? This is a little, and actually this does kind of flow into what we're talking about today. And this is something to do for fun, but this venue has become such a central like community piece for me, where I've found outside of the reptile community, that venue is where I've found sort of my friends and my people here in Minnesota. For the audience that doesn't know the story, I moved here 2 years ago from Florida. I'm a bit of a stranger in a strange land, and I work as a sole entrepreneur proprietor. So it's not like I have like work friends and all of that kind of thing. So this venue called The Grand, they host a monthly open mic jam, and it's really good music scene. It's really professionally done. They have a sound man and a light crew. Like you're on stage. This isn't just like a bar where they have like a little karaoke machine in the corner for open mic. Like it's a cool show. And so every now and again, there's some community opportunity, and I've had paying gigs from there that pay really well. But this was sort of a, hey, what can we do for Halloween? And one of my other friends who's super theatrical. He and his wife are fantastic. He's like, we should do this. And I could just see like, and it was one of those like, well, what band do we like? Cause this is out of our normal Irish pub music kind of thing, Yeah, sure. I was like, what band can you get together? October's really busy. I really don't like band stuff. And both of the colleges in town have really strong music programs. So the drummer is like a music professor at one of the colleges.
Okay. Nice.
All right, I'm in. Let's do this thing. So So we'll see. And generally, it sounds bad or like it could be taken advantage of, but generally the pay at that venue is actually a percentage of revenue. So it becomes who's going to advertise, who's going to really push this event. It's almost a pay to play partnership kind of deal. We get people in the house, we make money. So, so we're going to start marketing this thing too.
It's you mentioned like, it's a place that draws in a community so that when you go there, you kind of see the same folks. And it makes me think of a few places that I've come to really like around here, which is weird because it's not like Wesley Chapel is mostly strip malls and plazas and stuff like that. That's where I live.
It's just suburbia, right?
Yeah, right. So, and even the place that I go to watch like football has become a place where it's like the local pub, but it's a Beef O'Brady's. Like it's just, and it's like and Beef O'Brady's is a huge chain in Florida. I don't know if you're not a Florida, I don't know if you would know a Beef O'Brady's, but it's like I go there consistently and I see the same people. And even this past weekend when the Eagles were playing the Bucks, I went in with Eagles gear and there was some back and forth, and it was just really fun. And it's only been about a year, but you keep going back to those places, those kind of communities will develop, and you'll see the same faces, and it's been really fun. But that's not really what I want to talk about in connection with what you're talking about. There is a new music venue in Dade City, which is about a half hour away from me.
Yeah.
And I wandered in there over this past weekend, and it's an awesome space. It's an amazing space. So if ever you come down to Florida again to play somewhere, which I know probably won't happen.
No. Let me tell you,
there is this great, and they call themselves a venue, and it's called the Twisted Oak for anybody who is out there, because I'm worried about the place because it's like the aesthetic is really cool, and these little places they struggle because they're not like a huge chain with a conglomeration that can really pump money into places. So we need this kind of character in our area, and this Twisted Oak is such a cool place to walk into, see some music, and have a drink. It's fantastic, and it's just a little small, great place. Love it.
So you hit on a couple things there. I used to tell, in consulting and just opening venues, I used to tell people a pub, sure, it could be Irish or Guinness or whiskeys or whatever, but a pub should be a place where you walk into and you might not know anybody, but because they're there and you're there, it's the kind of place that you're going to get along with everybody that comes in, and it should be. Yeah. So pubs shouldn't be spread out. Pubs should be cozy and almost force interaction that way. And and this particular venue, ironically, is massive. But when I go there, I know that the people that are there either appreciate good music, good presentation, or are good musicians that can put on good presentation, and therefore I'm going to interact with them. So, like I've told the guy that owns it, and they have great food. They have a lasagna that's killer. And they run out of it. And I tend to like to eat. I like to eat later, and I like to have, like, I know I'm a little high maintenance, but I like to have some courses. I got my white wine, I got my salad. I'll get to the lasagna. Well, it's gone by the time I get to it. So I have a standing deal with the guy. Even if I don't show up on the first Thursday of every month, bill me for the lasagna. Just set one aside. I'm going to pay for it.
That's great.
And tonight happens to be the first Thursday in the month. So tonight I'm going to go have lasagna. I'm going to go play music. I'm going to hear music. Awesome. Yeah. But the other thing you said was two other things. It's done really well. So it has a passionate focus about the music and the venue. And then the third is it takes support. And I really value the community aspect enough that I'll tell the owner proprietor, I will pay for the lasagna whether I show up or not, because I want you to have the lights coming. I love the lasagna, but I really care about his cash flow. And I can't keep all the lights on as a one man, but I could commit to having those lights on. And everything we just described is a community that's been built and a business that I think will succeed because there's people that give a damn to that level. That's how you nail a community. And that's what gets me thinking, how do I do that for Proper Royals? Like, that's hopefully what I've always wanted to convey in this show, in the Tuesday night shows. If you see and work with me at a expo show, how do I do it with the car wash? How do you do it with your consulting endeavors that you're working on right now?
Yeah.
Those things are just have become more and more exciting and more front of mind than the revenue, because the revenue will come if I could build that. Right? Like I could say a lot. Like, so. When you get the high register, you're like, right? Like, I think, I hope, I'm not quite confident. Like, I think I want it to be right. So,
and there's that period. There's that period where you're trying to build something, but you do have to keep the lights on.
Yeah.
Like, well, eventually, like, if enough people buy in or want to support you, then, and they see that, they will eventually start to support you. But there's that period there where it's like, it takes time to do that. And how do I keep this rolling?
Right. And that's the hard part. And I think like I think we've probably all heard that expression, like the first million is the hardest, the second million is easy, or something like that. Some nonsense. It's probably true though. But I think it's because once you've built one business, because you always got to do the other thing while you're getting over that hump of building that community and that customer base and figuring things out. But once you have that thing, that baseline, then you can recreate it, and you're going to have the knowledge to recreate it and the experience to recreate it and the risk tolerance to go through it again. I think I haven't done it, but in opening venues and restaurants, I have gone through that. Like the classic thing with a restaurant is you open day one and your sales rocket. Like you're made, all your dreams have come true. And then in about 3 weeks, the shine wears off. All your warts have shown, your team's exhausted. They've quit because there's a new shiny place around the corner that they're going to go work at. And you're left with who you actually are.
Yeah.
And then you got to then the long, slow, steady build begins. And so anyway, but I've been thinking a lot about it, and I can't share it all yet. I have another follow-up phone call today. But speaking of the good people at PalmStreet that bring this to us ad-free today, I had a little pitch with them because I got this creative spark that was, how do I really engage people and build a community? PalmStreet has an incredible platform, and they have a massive audience, like 200,000 unique users every month. Now, they're not all reptile people, but if I could be the first person in there that reaches 1% of these people that aren't reptile people and get them going, what is this guy doing? Really high, a little crack. What is this guy doing? And then a few of them are like, this is pretty cool. There's some real opportunity there because of the size. I just talked about a town having 300,000 people being appetizing. All those people don't have reptiles, but if I can get to the few that do, and that's kind of my mindset. So I pitched them a pretty big undertaking of a project, and the response was positive. They were like, well, let me talk to the team, and they're going to be at Tinley. I thought they were going to say, well, let's catch up at Tinley. And my contact there says, let me call you tomorrow. Let's iron this out and get this done.
Okay. All right. Well, this is an interesting thing.
Yeah. So I have that.
There's kind of two sides of this that we've already talked about already, is that I think that you have created a group of people, I mean, consistently on Tuesday nights and on Thursday mornings. And then throughout the week, even with this, it shows that there's people who are listening. There's people who want to be involved. There's people who are telling me the kind of Halloween costumes.
That's right. They're buying in. They're caring. Right.
I mean, that's awesome. But on either side of that is this. How do I maintain enough to build that community, which I think that you have, and then after that community is built, how do you keep them engaged? How do you keep going? How do you keep going? Like once the shine wears off, like what are the things that are good for this community that I could keep doing and coming up with new ideas that you can pitch to someplace like PalmStreet?
Yeah. So it's been a really like a creative, energetic time. And what I've found is when I get busy, it becomes getting busier because my mind is actually working. When I'm slowed down, you would think that like the better ideas and the better productivity come when it's slower.
You're not.
I have time to do stuff. When I'm slowed down, I guess I can't even say the words. I guess I just screw off and do nothing. I don't know. But when I'm dialed in and I have a show every week, like this is not the time for me to be cooking up new pitches. I literally have shows every weekend until November. But now I'm like, no, I got to strike right now.
And it's a weird thing that I say, and I don't have the right words for it. But you are more productive and more creative when you're busier, which seems obvious. But it's really how it is. You're more productive when you're busier. Just your brain is more active, or there's more things that are going on that just like keep things rolling. So yeah, if I feel like if you're in a slump of creativity, just do stuff. Just start doing stuff and make yourself busy.
Well, and I think like so from like a creative aspect, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like if I get in like a slump with my music playing, I'll just be like, all right, what's the hardest song I can go learn? And
okay.
And I might not even learn the song, but I'll learn a little part that'll inspire me. Like, oh, like I hadn't played a riff like that, or I could use that in something else. And then suddenly I'm like back cooking again. And business is a little bit like that, where like, you know, this weekend I was around a ton of people at that Sioux Falls show. And now I'm thinking back like, okay, now I have 9 people to follow up with. Oh, what about the other 10 people that I sold something to that wasn't at shows? Have I followed up with them? Now there's 20 people that I'm communicating with. I'm building the brand with. I'm prepping for the Minnesota show coming up this weekend. So I'm advertising for that. I'm reaching out to prior customers there. Suddenly I'm doing bit like when people are like, what do you mean you do bit? You're a businessman. You're doing business. This is doing business. And versus when I just don't have anything going on and I'm like, and then you tell yourself you're doing these productive things like, I'm going to get caught up. I'm going to scrub the trash cans or something like that. Doesn't like great to scrub the trash cans, but like that's not adding to. I try and this is a whole different topic, but I try and put things in 2 buckets: things that add value to the customers and things that just have to get done, and they almost have to have an equal priority. But when I find myself telling myself these have to get done, and then the add value for the customers is slacking, big surprise, business goes down. Like I tell myself, oh, I'm swamped. I'm doing everything. I'm so busy. I'm focusing on the wrong things. Do the study. Like you got to figure out how to do both.
So adding value to the customer, that sounds that. So I keep going back to this experience and going to, it keeps coming up in my head during this conversation of going to this venue, right? Now, when you think of a venue in Dade City, and it's a little small, and there's like a little bar, and there's a stage, right? But what got me was that they also have a room where they sell instruments.
Okay? Oh, nice! Really?
So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
okay.
It's actually music. It's mostly guitars. So I was like, you walk in and there's a bartender. There's nobody in the music room, and I was just like, "Can I go in here?" And he was like, "Yeah, go in there and play all the instruments you want." It was very like interactive. It was perfect. That's the hook that got me. Was like, I can go in there and play all different types of guitars if I want to. They had an upright bass that I've never played before. I've never played an upright bass before. And I emailed them this morning and I was like, how much for that upright bass? I need to have that.
Nice, man. There you go.
There's a few things that does. First of all, they're trying to build their venue space and everything. And maybe then it's supplemented by this. It could be a consignment music to keep the lights on, to keep it going. Yeah. People come in, but what it does is it makes everything interactive. Like it makes I remember the experience of going in and playing guitar. I also remember the aesthetic and everything, but the thing that really got me was going in and trying all different guitars and playing that upright bass. And they were like, yeah, go have fun in there. It's just yes. You can go and play whatever. Like, I think that's a huge part. 2 things. That's a huge part of keeping the lights on, and that's a huge part of making an interactive experience that adds value for the customer experience, right? Yeah. So the more interactive you can be at these shows, do you want to hold I don't know, like sometimes you would go up to a place and you'd be worried about, holding a snake or or being involved in the sale and just looking at it, the more interactive the experience is. You want to hold this one. I don't know if that's something that you can do more and more of, or if that's something that you already do. I mean, I think that's a really important part of it.
Well, and that's the difference between only selling online, whether it be PalmStreet or Morph Market, and a expo. And I like PalmStreet because it bridges that gap. It's live selling. So
yeah.
But as far as like the holding and petting and stuff, there's a little bit of a thin line because
is that right?
Oh, definitely. Like there's a whole like crew of people that go to the shows and like the first, can we hold one? And like it's just like, hey, what are you doing today? I don't know. Let's just take the kids to the show.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And even that's not horrible, but let's put this in a different scenario. Imagine if you had gone to that bartender to ask about the upright bass, and your face had been covered in buffalo sauce and ranch, and your hand and your hands were as well.
Yeah, right.
The guy probably would have been like, no, or at the minimum, wash up. And there are adults, there are kids, there are teenagers that come to the table, and I'm like, not a chance. And then there's others that are truly inquisitive, curious, that may never buy an animal, but respect the animal and the space and in my opinion, the brand.
You have to be discerning about that.
And then I say, sure, no problem. So, and I hate that because it is profiling, and I get it, but I'm also not going to have a dum-dum lollipop residue all over my snake. It's just not going to happen. No, I'm not going to
do you offer like, is there like some sanitizer or something that you can offer and go,
that's mandatory even for the most pristine person. Hey, you got to wash up before. I don't care. Because if they've asked to hold a snake from me, they've asked to hold an animal from 9 other tables, and it doesn't matter. They have to, I don't care how.
Okay.
I don't care how they come across. They have to wash their hands with the sanitizer to touch an animal. But there's times where I just have to tell people, hey, I have to look out for the well-being of the animals.
It's also teaching people that this is a serious thing. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I like the non-serious nature of, like, whenever I was around an upright bass, I know that they're expensive things.
Yeah.
So I was never like, I'm not going to do that.
Right.
I was always like, I don't want to be involved in this because I'm going to like mess it up somehow.
Yeah.
But this was very much like, go ahead, whatever. It's good.
Yeah.
And I liked that.
but I do think you're exactly right. And I think that's why, like, because a lot of people are like, man, Adam, you do a lot of shows, you're selling here, you're selling on different platforms. Because there's a different angle in every one of those things, and a different opportunity in every one of those things. And the interactive part is a really, really killer opportunity that just can't be substituted. And that's like life. Like that's like, I would imagine, I don't know, I never dated online, but I imagine that's like dating online. I imagine that's customer service at the bank. Like I get lectures because I want to use a teller rather than the machine. I'm like, look, I'm not putting a pile of cash in a machine. I want a person to count the pile of cash, So we crave that real interaction and reality of interaction.
Sure. Yeah. And to be involved in it somehow. I mean,
that's
to
true.
Feel like you're involved. I mean, I think one of the reasons why people show up on Thursday mornings is because, we have a chat. We interact with them. We have the we ask these questions. We get ideas, and it's really fun here on Thursday morning. This is part of it. And so you're not just. I think that's something that's kind of a hump that you need to get over too. When you start something, you have an idea of what it's going to be like, and you think, I'm going to bring this to the people. Well, the people are going to affect what the product and the experience actually is. So being able to be open to that input, I think is super important about building a community of people who want to be engaged in what you're selling.
It is. It's a workshop. What do they call it? An incubator, a business incubator. That's
Oh,
really
okay.
like that's what this stuff is for me.
Yeah, yeah.
Joe, I want to ask you about. You had an important meeting on your agenda last week for a long-term contract, and I got some cool stuff coming up for Tinley, but we gotta give a little thanks here. I want to say thanks to Keeper Kane. Guys, go check out Keeper Kane's YouTube channel. He's keeping ball pythons, tarantulas, big snakes, aquatics. He's a pretty good ball python keeper too, but he's got a great YouTube channel, always family friendly, and nothing to worry about with content and that sort of thing. And he's been a great supporter of the show, and he's become a pretty good friend as well. So go check out Keeper Kane on YouTube if you don't mind. Joe, how would you get your head around keep a track of 300 snakes and who was bred when and when they were born and when they might need to eat and what you're going to breed them to when they do grow up? And that's a lot.
I've got it. Husbandry Pro.
Husbandry Pro. That's what we would do. It's all right here. It can be in your laptop. It's on both. All joking aside, it is how I stay organized and how I keep things in order and how I communicate things professionally. So check out Husbandry Pro. You get 60 days free. You don't even have to put in a credit card. Just download the app, get going, and you could settle up later if you continue to use them. Use that code PRoyals60. Last but not least, man, I get to hang out with Cold Blooded Cafe next weekend at Tinley. They vend right across the aisle from me. Fresh rodents, clean rodents, consistent product. Oh, it's wonderful, man. Open the bag, you smell it, you know it's the best stuff out there. Use promo code PROPER11. You're going to get free shipping. This is big, bulky, dry ice, frozen, arrived, solid as a brick, frozen packaging, free shipping on orders over $200. Use the promo code PROPER11. You won't be disappointed. I have not fed a frozen rodent other than Cold Blooded Cafe in quite some time. So I really enjoy their product, and it is what's the old ad? Like, I'm not only a spokesperson, I'm also a user.
A client, yes.
Client, yeah. There, that's the one we're talking about.
Hair club
for men. Yeah, ironically, I could use a little of that these days. I'm in my comb back, not my comb over, my comb back phase. That's where I'm at. Joe, how did you ever have that meeting? I think it got it got postponed. How'd it go? Did you get a little contract?
It's all good.
You get a contract, you go looking for upright bases. I should have connected the dots, huh?
I know. That's what I keep doing. I keep going, okay, there's a little more money coming through. Maybe I do have some money for an upright base.
Yeah, maybe I am a jazzy.
But it's completely guy. I mean, how do you deal with that kind of stuff? I mean, that is completely. It is so ridiculous that I would put an upright base in, and I'd have to find space in this room for it. So. How often that's something that you would play with a band, and I've never even played with any band with the guitar, so I don't know why I would do that. We'll see.
A couple paths we could go down here. One path is your little turntable and upright bass phase is had enough. Okay, like let's just hang this up and move on, Joe. That's one path. The other path is it's got to start somewhere, and you don't get to do all the stuff that you were just talking about until you own the bass and practice alone and learn where some notes
I'm telling you,
and learn learn
I was
some
10 seconds on that. I was 10 seconds on this thing, and I can't stop thinking about it.
Yeah, it's a blast. I used to play in a jazz band in high school. And I would actually warm up on the upright bass.
Is that right?
Oh yeah, you feel like Eddie Van Halen on a guitar after you get warm on an upright. Those strings are So I would warm up on an upright to get going, and then play guitar. Yeah, and then you're gonna.
I have a. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun when you have a little extra, and you have a little extra, and this there's a few other things that I want to do. There's some tickets I want to buy and stuff like that. In the next couple of months, I think I'll be able to splurge a little bit on.
Good for you, things. Man. All joking aside, look at that. So you go from thinking, hey, there's some other stuff I might want to do, but I got this cozy job, and now look at you. You're buying upright bases, strutting around. You're gonna be playing rockabilly before you know it, doing your little Stray Cats riffs. It's gonna be good, man.
They get back to me with see if it's in the price range. So we'll see what happens.
What here's what we got to finish with. What does Chelsea think of this little upright bass fantasy of yours?
Well, I haven't really talked to her about it.
Yeah.
I said after I was playing it for a few seconds.
So you emailed them this morning, but you haven't decided to just have a conversation. Yeah, okay.
We haven't had a conversation.
That's how it goes.
I need to know all of the specifics about what we're getting into, what the investment is.
That's true. You don't want to leave any variables here. Yeah, that's true.
And then I build a PowerPoint presentation, and then I roll through it, and hopefully I'm convincing.
Here's a little hack for you, Joe. The first one's the hardest. All upright bases look about the same. So if you want to get 4, you just only ever show one at a time, and she'll never know. Okay.
I think one will be enough. One will be enough for me.
Little guitar trick I employ from time to time.
Okay. You said you have other things about Tinley that you wanted to share. No?
Oh yeah. Let's see. So Cold Blooded Cafe will be there. Husbandry Pro will be there. I'll be there all the way back, all the way left. Chris and I from BNS Reptilia, we co-own.
Yeah,
we invested together in a rainbow clown, one of only 2 that we know of in the world. And we're going to have that girl at Tinley to show off. If you guys want to come check her out, we'll be there. The jerseys, the custom jerseys came in. Joe, I didn't even tell you. Your your jersey is in my hands, not literally at this moment, but it is here at the house. So those will be going out this week. PalmStreet is going to be at Tinley, and they've got. We just put it this way. They don't mess around. You got to go check out what they have going on. They'll have a whole little live cafe. They'll be streaming live all weekend from Tinley. So I hope you guys can make it. I hope I get to see you there and come hang out. It's going to be a fun time.
Yeah. So that is going, that's this weekend?
Red Line will be there. No, next weekend, a week from today. A week from today, I will be doing the show this morning, the Proper Cup of Joe. Then I'll be picking up. I had to rent a minivan. I got a little business I'm doing. I got some things to take and receive from Tinley. So I needed
I think a little rodent transaction, correct?
Yeah. Got some interstate commerce going on with some rodents for sure.
Okay.
And then a little hack. If you can't afford the rental cargo van, just get a minivan and yank the seats out of it. You get about 144 cubic feet of space in a 2016 Dodge Caravan on Turo.
Oh, okay, all right, interesting. And it's funny, so you're renting it, and there's no box you need to check that you're not going to be putting a bunch of rodents into the minivan. No.
Yeah, maybe as a curious apropos of life right now, sometimes they don't write rules because they never thought that they would actually be a problem that they encountered. Oddly enough, there was no rodent clause on this rental.
And then when there is one, and you have you wouldn't ever. You have some kind of rule, and there's a box you got to check, and you go, there's some rule because somebody did something at some point,
right,
where they said, no, you can't do this. Please stop it. And that's you. You're the guy.
I'm the guy. This is way too deep of a topic to get into, but one of my specialties in life is doing things that are so obscure or so bizarre that if you do get caught, you go, you think you're accusing me driving 6 hours to load up on rodents for some weird mystical thing you think I do in your van? You think I put those in there? You're out of your head. Here's your damn van back. Yeah, it's great. You really, I think it's called gaslighting, but you turn you turn it around, right? You turn it right around on them, and then you walk away quickly. That's the key. The key component is to quickly walk away at that point. Yeah.
Well, have a good week. What's this weekend though? What are you
this weekend is Minneapolis.
Oh, Minneapolis. That's right.
Hometown show right here, man.
All right.
We're
do it. 12 to 15 is the goal.
Oh yeah, let's do it. Inventory is looking nice. The hatchlings are good. That's the one thing about this time. The second half of the year, man, it's all the hot inventory right now. It's popping, man. It's a good one.
Popping. All right. Thanks for this morning. Thanks, chat. Thanks for the ideas. If you have any other ideas, I'm Proper Cup of Joe on Instagram. Check me out. Send me ideas for my Halloween costume. And maybe I'll pick yours, and maybe there'll be a little prize. I don't know. We'll see.
Ooh, okay. Prize. I like it. Shout out to Shane at Small Town. See you guys.